think my next move will be dropping that edge. I spooked it then. My next move will be to drop in that edge if I stop getting bites on this, but I think for the moment, just trying to think of the best chance of being able to catch a reasonable weight now. If I can catch some shallow and a few in the edge late, hopefully one of our lines will come good. And there's a few fish milling around now, so this is a good thing. So we'll keep plodding away. We'll have a catch up in a bit. So again, keep that pole low, just get it away from them. Feed me bait. Carry on. So catch up time, we've got just under an hour to go, and to be honest it's oh, shall I see if I can mug it? What do you reckon? No. Seen it all before. Yeah, it's been totally different than I imagined, to be honest. I've really struggled to catch anything in the edge to my left, and to be honest, I've wasted way too much time doing it. The only thing that I can think of, obviously not figuring out why I haven't caught them, is when I did net the bottom, it felt like there was some like bigger rocks down there. So the only thing that I can think of is that my bait is getting caught, like my hook bait is getting caught in between sort of the rocks and that down there. That's the only thing I can think of. Rich next to me is catching a few, fishing like really short. I would have thought he'd be fishing with me. Lightest fishing with me here. Just fishing sort of a top kit in front of his net. Caught a few big carp doing that. And a few big F1s. So definitely feel I've had a good chance here today, and I've just not made the most of it. Having not been, should have spent a bit longer across, and I definitely should have set up a hard pellet rig, because I think what's happened today with them, with the water dropping, you're getting an odd one coming in your peg, but you can't sort of line them up. And what was interesting was when the ducks left, as they normally do, to be honest, it was actually a lot better without the ducks in the peg. So I've caught an odd one on my long line dibber rig, and then I just changed my short rig to my 2-foot rig and just added some back shot and sort of shallowed it up. Seems like having the line away is definitely helping you get more bites. I had a quick go on my 12-inch rig with a short line, and I literally had one indication on it. And then I went out on my long line dibber rig, and I've had more indications. I definitely had more signs on my longer line rig, even though it's set at the same depth. It's been ever so frustrating today, to be honest, because I really thought having drawn here, I genuinely thought we were going to catch a ridiculous weight, to be honest. and it's not turned out that way. No, go away, duck. Everything's starving here apart from the fish. We're just catching some big fish short. That's the biggest thing about getting your depth right. That's probably why I've struggled, you know, in the edge. Just fishing in too shallow water. Don't get me wrong, you get an odd one coming in your peg, but you're not gonna line them up. So I think fishing in front of your nets in sort of 2.5 foot, roughly. Go away, chicken. That's probably deep enough for the fish to, you know, come and keep sitting in your peg. And I'll bar doing this. Go back on the deep. I'm losing the track of rigs at the moment. Where are you? Not that one, that's the one. Yeah, it's been a frustrating all day, to be honest. So definitely not out with them being in the peg. Just seeing a little swirl underneath the surface. Definitely lack of practice today as well. Probably should have persevered with this a little bit more, to be honest. Definitely been one of those days today, having a preconceived idea of what you think is going to happen and not fishing my match to how the fish want it. But it's all part of learning. I think that's the key with this style of fishing. It's just, well, to be fair, with all styles of fishing, it's when you're in tune with it, you take it for granted that you know what bait's, what bait has been best working shallow, the depths of water when it comes to fishing in the edge and across. That definitely helps you make better choices, because I'm sure had our fish maggots shallow from the start on this line, I'd have definitely caught a few more doing it. And an odd sign. Still going to keep throwing a few casters down the edge. That's literally the only thing I can put it down to is the bottom. Because I've tried maggots, and to be honest, initially I thought it was going to be better. I don't think it has been, to be honest. deepen this rig up slightly. And then I'll have a go on my short line rig in a minute. In me right hand edge, I did pot it twice, and I see literally 1 or 2 fish come in, and then they've stopped coming in. That might be foul looked. Short line rig. It's just catching some great big fish short. It's definitely one of the things that I could have done today. To be honest, I don't normally fish that close. I normally fish sort of a short kit, a short 4, and then my 5 where the bottom's flatter. I wouldn't be able to do that today because I've just thrown my nets in, and I think if you're going to fish like that, you need to make sure that, you know, you're putting your nets out of the way of it. It's weird, I look down the edge and then I see one there, and then I look down again and I don't see anything. There's a carp. That's too deep. We've been getting an odd bite. Catching some carp short. I've definitely messed this up today. But this is the part of it though, the learning part. That's the key. Sort of learning for your next match. There's one. Eventually. Like normally here, them bigger fish, you can catch them in the edge, but where it's lost that sort of 6-7 inch of water, don't get me wrong, you're getting an odd one coming in, but they're not staying in your peg. So I've got to sort of just carry on doing what I'm doing. I'm not even going to bother with that edge, I don't think. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure if you persevered there, you know, you might catch 1 or 2, but we haven't got long left, and I think what I'm going to do is just going to carry on shallow. I will have one drop in that left hand edge, but I just can't see it, to be honest. There's some fish there now, but as soon as you go in, you might catch one, and then you sat there and just not seeing any signs on your float. I swear getting in that little bit of a deeper water would have definitely helped. But we're putting an odd fish in the net. I just don't like getting it wrong. It gets frustrating. I thought today I'd definitely, you know, covered all my options, both edges. A short line, you know, a long shallow line, and then a cross line, and I thought, well, one of those, you know, or hopefully a couple of them, will be good lines for us. I just feel like all my shallow water lines are too shallow. So there's one. So I'll keep plodding along and hopefully just carry on just putting a few fish in the net. I've got to get it out of my head today of trying to win and just carry on catching what I can, and it's all lessons learned for the next match. So carry on. Hopefully it stays like this for the last sort of 35 minutes. So I keep plodding along. And then we'll have a catch up just for the end. So, going to have our last catch up. I think we've roughly got, I don't know, maybe 5-6 minutes left. I'm not 100% sure because I started my stopwatch late. But since I've left you, I've just been carrying on shallow. Getting an odd bite there. The last one I hooked, it felt a little bit higher, but I'm not getting millions and millions of bites, so I'm not too sure about going a little bit shallower. But yeah, it's been a really, really funny day today. it's going to be one of them banging the steering wheel on the way home, because I definitely feel like I could have caught, you know, quite a bit more, to be honest. But we'll talk about that in our conclusion. Yeah, it's definitely been one of those where what you think's going to happen, it's not it's not happened. But we've had an odd bite for us, so it's not been all bad. I just know that I know deep down could have caught a few more. It was interesting earlier when the ducks were there. Felt like, you know, they were definitely helping, and then when they went, it was actually better for me then. But